Whether we like it or not, we will be applying for funding. We'll be applying for jobs. We'll be applying for grants. At Macquarie, writing is really important. It's a big part of what we do, being able to communicate clearly in a written form. Everybody has musical skills. And I think sometimes too, it's not actually about students becoming a professional performer. That's not every wonderful musician does that. You might write jingles for advertising, or you might work as an engineer or producing. I mean, there's so many things. And I think big part of what we do there is to sort of highlight all those different possibilities and different avenues.
One of the kind of cool things about radio skills is they're sort of things that you in some ways feel that you already know, but they're sort of things we push down sometimes. So a lot of it is about that organic interpersonal communication that we do all the time between people that we know and that we're really familiar with. But as soon as you put somebody in a weird situation, like there's a camera or a microphone, most of us get a little bit weird. So part of what you have to learn is how to lose the weird. So there's technical skills about understanding how to record and edit sound, how to create those kinds of immersive soundscapes. There's the presentational skills in how to communicate meaning. There's the writing skills that really underpin a lot of this work. So it's a really lovely mix and a very complementary skill set as well. I mean, if what you love is screen, or if what you love is public relations, or if what you love is marketing, or, those skills actually are very, very desirable across a range of areas now.
So I teach across 3 disciplines: dance, circus and theatre. I teach practical-based classes, but we also mix in practice and theory. So what you're getting here at Macquarie is a mix of performance theory and practice-based classes. So it's really quite unique in Australia that you're getting these 2 things coming together. So you're coming away with practical skills, but also all those soft skills that are so important in your career going forward, like teamwork, collaboration, critical thinking, your own ability to pitch ideas, all that sort of stuff, which is so important to mix with your own discipline-specific skills. So, yeah. You can come in at ground zero, so you can have absolutely no background in dance, theatre, circus, or any of these other performance disciplines, and then you'll be coming into a cohort, a diverse cohort of students, and we work together collaboratively in group projects, and you'll find that you'll just learn an amazing amount of skills and theoretical knowledge as you go through.
I think analysing films, experiencing films not only in terms of watching but also in creating films, allows us to become more critically minded, more savvy about the kinds of images that we're being given, and not just to consume those passively but to understand what's going on and what we're seeing and why we're seeing certain images. So certainly that's really valuable in lots of different industries, to have that kind of critical mindset, to be able to understand, to decode and to critically analyse the images that we're seeing, and not taking them just as given, not taking them for granted.
Not only is it important to understand about the kind of production processes and the production techniques and how you make music, it's also important to understand how that music reaches audiences and how it gets distributed and how you build an audience and how you manage your copyrights and how the whole music business operates as well, because they're obviously just as critical as the creative skills. So it's this breadth of skills about the creative skills of being able to make really excellent work, but connected also to the industry realities of, well, how do you build audiences and how do you actually derive an income and make a career out of doing this?
Whether it be in a small boardroom giving a presentation about something, whether it be when you meet someone that you haven't seen for a long time and they ask you what you're doing, you're always presenting yourself. And so this idea of performance crossing over the everyday, not just being about what you see on a stage, is what we do at Macquarie.
So students who come in and do any of the practical units at Macquarie University in media making leave here with actual technical skills. So they can use cameras, they can use microphones, they can use editing software, they can do some graphics for their programs and so forth. They also come away with what I would call creative skills, so they can think about story structure and how to make something make sense, not be repetitive, not be dull. And then they come away with what might be called more like life skills. They can work with other people. They can communicate effectively. They can solve problems. And these are really important skills out in the world.